Welcome back, traders. This is Sandra with Trading Made Simple. I'm here to show you short-term proven strategies. People think trading is a one-size-fits-all market. It's not. We live trade and train daily. Let's talk trading.
So if this is your first time, we welcome you here. I am talking to you from Temecula, California. That is just north of San Diego. It's going to be about 90 degrees today, so I'm hoping that you're enjoying the sunshine as well. Looking at a couple topics today. So today I got a question in our community. Is there an indicator that can help you identify when the market is choppy? Now this could be on any time frame that you're wanting to know, hey, what can help me identify a choppy environment? Now, day traders really want to know these types of tools because, they are trading manually moment to moment. Now, typically speaking, when you are a day trader, you don't want to be in a choppy environment. You want momentum, right? You want momentum on your side, whether that momentum is going down or the momentum is going up. This is why I give you this indicator with autopilot, is to show you what momentum is doing. We're on the chart of Meta on a day chart. Now, Meta is up $5, but you can see that as of yesterday, it broke below the zero line. So momentum is actually weakening, but you can kind of see that it's not in a straight downward projection. It's kind of hovering near the zero line. Almost looks like it could just come right back up. Now, another example of this is if we were to take a look at a day chart, you could see how this is kind of a more aggressive move to the downside. So looking to see where momentum, are we stable in momentum and going sideways? Are we going straight down? Are we kind of just hovering over the zero line, or are we going straight up? So momentum drives price. And so a lot of day traders don't want to be in a choppy environment. So let's talk about how you can utilize that visually. And then I'm going to give you another indicator that you can use to identify if you are in a choppy environment on a smaller time frame. So as an example, on a 5-minute, you can see that momentum on a 5-minute chart, momentum's rising from the bottom of this morning here. And as it's rising, it's in this zone. Now this zone is a negative 100 and a positive 100. As momentum is in this negative 100 and positive 100, in between that, then we're kind of in a choppy environment. So this is one indicator that you can visually see where momentum is. When momentum breaks below the 100, that's high. It's a trend direction. You're not in a choppy environment. You actually have a trend when you're breaking through the 100 level. If you're breaking above that 100 level, you are in a trend. You're not choppy anymore. You're not range bound with momentum. And that is why we put an indicator on your chart for autopilot, because I really do feel like a lot of people misinterpret price action. They look at price action. Price action is what's price doing, right? They make it sound real technical in the industry, but price action's like, what's Meta doing? Well, it's at 642.24 is where it's at. That's price action. Is it going to go up or down from here? What people don't understand is that momentum drives price. Not only in Meta, but for any stock, it drives price. So you really want to see if there's a ton of orders coming in. That is momentum. And so as we look at a momentum oscillator, we can see right now that on a 5-minute chart, we are right now, we were in a bearish scenario. So if you're in that 100 range, then it's somewhat of a choppy environment. What other indicator could you use? So to identify chop, you can use an indicator called ADX. So by the way, let me go slow. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your hourglass. Now, I know a lot of you identify there's an hourglass here that says studies, and there's an hourglass here. This one right here gives you the studies and the author of the studies kind of in an indexed manner. But if you want to immediately add a study to your chart, The easiest and quickest version of that is the studies on the left-hand side. So as you go over to your studies, which is the hourglass feature, and you click on it, but here you can actually see the indicators that we have, and then we're going to say ADX. You could see that there are several of them, and really the only one you need is this one. And when you add it and you take a look at it, it's down here. And what this is an oscillator, but there's also a number attached to it. And the number is identified right here. You see it's at 15.82 right now. Right now it's at 1582. You can visually see it right here, and you can visually see it right here. You'll notice when I move my cursor, there are areas here where I move my cursor and that number changes. So you need to be cognizant that you don't move your cursor because you'll get the wrong number. So I'm going to just take my cursor out of there so I can see what the number is. And right now on a 5-minute chart, ADX is at 15.8. Now you could Google this, you could ChatGPT it, you could do whatever you want to. This is industry standard. We talked about this last week. People will tell you certain things are secret sauce. They're not. It's industry standard in our industry. When ADX below 25, chop zone, and there you have it. One-stop shop right at your platform. What can you do with this? You can find a lot of tools and education right here inside of your platform. And then you can then identify when we're out of chop. Could you set an alert for the ADX popping above 25? The answer is yes. So if you now know that ADX is really a chop zone, right? It's identifying stagnant movement, and you know now that anything above 25 means that there is momentum coming into the market. Could that be helpful to you as a day trader? Absolutely. Absolutely. And so here at Trading Made Simple, we actually created some visual tools for our traders that are proprietary indicators. We created one called the bullseye and the wave. And we utilized not only ADX, but a lot of other identifiers to help traders immediately visualize what the trend is, if it's powerful, is this a buy zone, etc. And so this is a really good indicator that you could put on your chart to help you with identifying as a label. Remember, you want to take your cursor away from it so you don't get confused on the number. Number right now is 15.98. Anything under 25 is no trend. No trend. Anything above 25 is a trend. So let's talk about that now.